Good evening to you, depending on where you are joining from. Welcome to Real World with Susan. So, guys, this morning we want to consider another beautiful topic. Oh, yes. Last time we were talking about how you should not abandon what you started too soon. Don't just look at it that it's not working and then you abandon everything, right? So today we want to talk about reinvention. Yes, how you can reinvent yourself, how you can reinvent that thing that you think is not working. The act of reinventing yourself. That is what we are here for. So, wherever you are, come up, come in. We are starting right away. Have you ever started something and then to you it looks as if this isn't working anymore? This was not what I bargained. This was not what I planned. And then you are willing to do away with everything. We say no, don't do away with, don't just do away with it. Calm down, check what exactly is not working. What exactly do I need to change? Is it really my goal that is the problem, or my approach to it? What is not working, right? Maybe you started a business, you started creating content, you started writing a book, you had a dream, a beautiful dream at that, passionate about that dream, and then you began what you need to. But somewhere along the line, things were no longer working. Things changed. Things turned out to be like, what is this? And then you are contemplating on, I'm no longer continuing. Your interests, everything you developed initially just went down the drain. At that point, we are saying abandoning it is not the best, rather thinking of what to do, right? So this morning we are here talking about how to reinvent yourself, what you can do to change the situation, what you can do to manage it, to help bring back life into that thing that is turning lifeless. That is why we are here tonight. Welcome, everyone. Night to you, morning to someone else, afternoon to someone else. So, we are not working with same time, everyone. All right, the act of reinventing yourself. Welcome, everyone. I can see you in the comment section. Welcome in. Let's establish this first, friends. You have to know that changing your approach to something doesn't mean you failed. Oh, yes, whatever is not working, sitting down with it, continuing with it is not the best. The best thing you can do is to change your approach. That could be the solution to that problem. But when you are rigid, you are standing there, things are not working, it's okay. I heard from real world that I should not abandon, I should not give up. I have to remain here. When you remain in that particular position, doing same thing, same way, same style, it might keep getting worse, right? So changing your approach to that particular thing is not bad. It's not failure. It does not mean you have abandoned it. No, you are only seeking for a better way to do it. And that could be what you actually need at that moment. Think about a tree, right? A tree that is growing. The branches cannot remain same direction. No. Initially, the branches were together. In fact, were friendly, close, and so on. But along the line, this one takes this direction, this one takes this direction. Things get different, right? Things get changing. That shows growth. So this morning, You listening to us, whatever it is right now that is as if it's not working, think of other approaches, right? Other means, other ways you can come up with the same idea, with the same goal. The major point is achieving that goal. Don't worry, in this comment section, I will answer you, I'll respond as soon as I'm done, right? But for now, let's concentrate and get the best out of it. So just as that tree changes direction, the branches changes direction, your change of direction could be the solution to that problem at the moment. You can learn new skills different from what you have been doing. Very new skill, right? You can change your path. Take another path. You can change your audience. Okay, these ones are not really, things are not really going okay with them. The content or those people, I don't think they should be my target at the moment. You can change your audience, right? You can change how you communicate depending on what exactly you are doing and what is the problem at the moment. You can start again. Starting all over again, it's not a crime. Oh yes, the goal is that you are chasing something. You want to achieve something. But then you still remain connected to the bigger purpose. The purpose, the reason, the goal which you have been chasing, and then that led you to start that thing. Staying connected to it is the main goal. It's not the approach. It's not the paths you take. It's not the connection you have that matters. Every of these other ones could change. But then staying connected to the goal is what we are encouraging on this platform, not abandoning the goal. And you are to know that you are allowed to outgrow the old version of you. Yes, this is what you have been standing for. This is what you have been known with. This is the area of service, area of career, whatever people know you with, people associate you with, and then you find out that things are not really going the way they ought to. You are permitted to change, to outgrow whoever people know you to be. Oh yes. And remember, when we are talking about outgrowing, we are not talking about changing from positive to negative being. No. If you know us very well on this platform, we don't encourage you doing anything negative. As long as it's not what's doing, you should not do. All right. So that version of you that made certain decision based on what you knew at that time could change. Yes, now you have acquired new skills. Now you have learned your lessons from mistakes. Now you have come in encounter with others who have experience than you, and then you've gotten what you don't have before. You are permitted to outgrow the old version of you, right? You've gained experience, you've discovered strengths, you've encountered opportunities, you've made mistakes, and then you've matured. Yes, you've matured. So you don't get surprised, or you don't get scared of leaving that version people know you. On this platform, when we started, we have been with Real World with Susan. But as time goes on, we are growing into Purposia Global Institute. Yes, that is the institute empowering this platform right now. We have our website already. Posts have begun for a while now. If you go up there, you have articles to read. A lot of them. Yes, on different social media platforms, we are running already. So, remaining that this is Real World with Susan, we must come here and sit down, speak to you, it's no longer enough. Yes, because of the dream we have, because of the target we have. Our target is to get to more young ones, more people who have the heart of changing, of transformation. The goal of Purposeful Global Institute is to see that every young child discovers purpose, learns character, acquires character, is being helped to transform, to become a transformed individual. Someone who can think out something and become that thing. The goal is to pick out people, make sure that young ones are not left on the street without goals, without knowing what actually they were created to do. That is the goal of the platform. So we are moving fast. We are going out. Now we are working towards collaborating with other organizations that can take us out to young ones out there. We are writing books. Our book, the first book, will soon be out. Purpose before popularity. Now, this is our target. Our target is these young ones, trying to get them, trying to make sure that they don't waste their lives, their time, their destiny. Now, what is your own goal? What is your own target? Have you discovered your purpose? And then what are you doing to achieve it? Maybe you have, and then you have started something. It's as if it's not working. We are saying the idea, the goal might not be wrong. It might not be the problem. Why it's not working? How about the approach? Have you checked the approach? If actually the approach is the problem, changing it is paramount. Reinventing yourself, bringing out another version of you that can connect with that goal and then make sure that you achieve it. That is what we are saying this morning. So don't be scared to outgrow your old version. Don't. Growth changes your perspective. You should know that as you grow, your perspective about one thing or the other keeps changing. That does not mean you are already abandoning the reason you started that thing. No. The danger is trying to remain loyal to an old version of you, even when you are growing. You know you are growing. You know things are happening fast around you. But then you want to be stick to that old version of you that people know. You don't want to lose identity according to you. You don't want to give a negative impression that what you started and then now you are changing from it. Changing perspective does not mean you are changing from your goal. No, it doesn't. You don't have to remain who you were just to prove your past is actually correct. Your past decision is actually the best. No. In this case, in this issue of purpose, goals, this is your journey, not any other man's journey. So you are working on it. You are running it alone. You are the one giving that target. You are the one giving that vision. You are the one who knew everything you wanted, right? Right now, you can't see real world going to talk about something entertainment or comedy or whatever. No. If you come to this platform, you know that you are going to hear something that is educative. That is what we are out for. And that is where you should stand also. Let it be that thing you started, that thing you know you are up to, you are still there, even when the approach is changing. So don't mind whatever you hear, whatever you see. Keep chasing your goal. Don't confuse purpose with method. Don't. This is one of the most important things you should think about right now. Your purpose is not always the same as your method. No. There are two different things. The purpose is what you are chasing, is what you are working with, is what you are targeting, right? But then the method is the way, the steps you take before getting there. So they are not same. They are not same. For example, someone may have a purpose to educate young people, just like this platform, right? You have the purpose of educating young people. But then the first method might be that you are teaching in classroom. And that was exactly where we started from. Classroom. Yes. There you speak to people, you teach them subjects, and then at some point you enter life. Definitely, if your target is young people, whether I like it or not, you will not even know when you bring in lifestyle, teaching on lifestyle, in addition to your classroom activities. Yes. Now, this person has purpose of speaking, teaching young people, and then he or she begins in the classroom, right? Teaching subjects, all the subjects they teach in classroom. And then as time goes on, it discovers that with just that classroom, you cannot reach out to millions of people, right? And then he or she begins a channel, YouTube channel, books, podcasts, conferences, mentoring, curriculum development, and so on. You see that this individual is still targeting meeting young people, speaking to young people. But the approach now is different. Yes. I remember some years ago, all we do is teaching in classroom, speaking to some young people when opportunity is there, and then we kept doing that before even starting anything on social media, right? The approach is changing. The steps are increasing, but the goal still same: meeting young people, speaking to young people. So in your case, the method might change, the approach might change, but then the impact remains. What you are targeting is still same. So you see, what we are saying is reinventing yourself is very important. Don't be scared of changing. Yes, as long as you have your goal at point, you are still targeting it. Thinking of this thing is not working, should I abandon it? That should not be an option. Think of, how do I go about it? The way I've been going about, is it really the right way? That should be what you should be thinking. Sometimes failure is giving you a clue to what you should do. Yes. When you write a particular exam or you go for something over and over again, and then there is repetition of failure, it's not all that you need persistence. No. In my case, I remember this, that years past, I desired to become a medical doctor, right? And then I had to take chemistry, physics, biology, the science subjects. And then English and mathematics were core subjects for us. So as time went on, I found out that after all my exams, physics, chemistry, biology will not come out well. How? Like, why? At a point, it became a concern. I had repeated exams, and then a friend said, have you considered going for English? I was like, because despite anything that happens to these three subjects, my English was okay. Like, in all, I had never thought of studying education. Yes, but that was what I studied. Now, if I had gone for medical line, actually, what I'm doing now would have not existed. But this is actually the zeal, the passion, and everything right from when I was still young, right? But I never knew that there are routes that could take one to this area. And to worsen everything, I ended up finding out that I'm someone who gets scared of the sight of blood. And tell me, what kind of a medical individual cannot withstand blood? Oh, wow, that would be a terrible mistake if that had happened, right? So, friends, when failure keeps repeating, it could be a clue to something. Yes. That thing you keep doing and then it's not succeeding. Have you thought of changing the approach? Don't tell yourself, I'm a failure. No, you are never a failure. You are not. Rather, you can say, I've learned 3 things that have not been working. If your failure is 5 times, I've learned 5 things that have not been working. Depending on what happened to you, right? You are good. You have everything you need to become successful. But then the approach might be the problem. The way you are going about it, the path, the method might be the problem. Try changing it and see if things will not work. What your audience respond to can give you a clue. For those who are into content creation, right? What skill you need to continue? What assumptions were wrong? All these things you should be thinking about, and then you think of reinventing yourself. Your setback can become your data. Yes, this happened. Okay, I think I should go this way. I should take this direction. I should move this way. It could become your data. So don't say, I'm a failure. You are not a failure. And you can never be. No, just think of another route to take. And you get to your destination. Don't reinvent yourself because of pressure. Yes, we're in the world where pressure is everywhere. Don't reinvent yourself because of the goal. That is when you can do it properly. But when you look at the pressure, you think of the pressure, she will make mistake. There is another side to this. Remember that everybody is doing one thing or the other right now. Yes. Even those who are relaxing in their home, they choose that. They are doing one thing. They are relaxing. Those working somewhere, they are doing something. Those on social media platforms, they are doing something. Everyone is doing something right now. Don't abandon your value because someone is trending. No. Because it's working for them and then people are all around them. You should not drop your own value to pick theirs, thinking it will work. No, don't do that. Don't change your identity because someone appears more successful. No, you are 2 different individuals, right? Reinvention should come from growth, not insecurity. Are you sure I will not fail? Are you sure they will not laugh at me? Are you sure this will not happen? And then you are feeling insecure. You want to begin to change things around. No. Not what I can copy from someone. No. Think of, how do I go about this to create the change I need? What do I need to change? What is not working? What do I need to fix? You are permitted to learn from others. Of course. Learn from them. What is working around them? If your audience is the same, what is working? Trying it is better than copying them. They are different people from you. No platform is real world. This is real world. This is where we are. This is who we are. Other platforms might be doing same thing, similar thing, but then our goals differ. Oh yes, what we are targeting differs. The direction of our branches differ. I just told you about our growth into Purposeful Global Institute. Others might not have it that way. So yours is different from that next person you are trying to copy. Don't copy, learn, right? Know when to persist and when to pivot. Know when to say, this is where I have to continue, I have to stand, and where, okay, I think I should take this other direction instead of where I'm standing. Know it. There is time to persist. There is time to pivot. Persisting on your vision means the vision still aligns with your value, right? Imagine you come up here one day and you just find out that I'm dancing on this platform. We are just dancing. You will be wondering, wait, how is this dance connected to what we always teach? Because the platform is basically on education, right? How is this dance educating people? That would be what will come to your mind first. Even though at the end of the day, it will look funny, as if we are just trying to create another arena and so on. But you will be wondering, what is happening? Are we changing? What is actually going on? That is how it is. If you just leave your goal and then you are doing something else because you feel yours is not flying. So your learning should improve, your skill should improve, things around you should improve. You should be challenged to get developed, but then you are not permitted to give up. You haven't given the process a fair opportunity. So why trying to give up? Consider pivoting when your strategies repeatedly proceed no meaningful progress. When you find out that your strategy is not giving you meaningful progress over and over again, try getting another approach to it. Don't persist on the old approach. Don't. Also, when your strengths have developed in another direction, when you have capacity for other things that can lead to you achieving a better result, move on, right? When your strength has developed, don't sit back and say, no, I must persist on this area alone. When the method is no longer serving the purpose, you are permitted to pivot, try other methods. And sometimes you need to let go completely to start over again, right? Not everything you started that must be finished. Most especially if it's not serving the purpose you started it. Definitely continuing will not be the best, right? Reinvention requires courage. Of course, enough courage for that matter. Because you'll be ready to answer questions. You'll be ready to face laughter. Yes. Oh, people are there. You started this. Why did you stop? What happened? I thought you are good at this. I thought you could do this. For me, I'm not even sure I've come across my old schoolmates who knew me as the science students and this and that. I don't think I've come across them or we've discussed or whatever that they will even ask me, where are you now? What are you doing now? Right? So for you, it might not be so. You could have people around you who will laugh at you, but then it doesn't matter, right? Some may misunderstand you. He started this and now he's abandoning it, leaving it, he's going to another thing. you are reinventing yourself. They don't have to live your life for you. No, they don't. You are responsible for becoming who you are already becoming. Becoming who God created you to become is your full responsibility, not theirs, right? Sometimes you have to say, that season taught me when I needed to learn. Now I'm moving forward. In your life, you could have seasons like this. You need to move forward after learning from the other season. That's maturity, actually, right? You don't have to spend all your years defending and that old version of you, that things are not really where they need to be. Your past experience is not wasted. Everything you passed through, everything you went through is not just a waste. It's a school. Yes, you have gone through that school, you've learned your lessons, you've had your experiences, you've had some connections, you have other things that you had not before, relationships, you have wisdom already. Scars are there. Yes, scars. Oh, they are terrible, but they teach lessons. Oh yes, oh yes. And you've carried your knowledge, you are going, you are moving on with them. So don't remain where you've been. Reinvent yourself. You are starting from those experiences you've acquired. Oh yes, and that is beautiful. That is good. So friends, ask yourself these 5 questions this morning as we wrap up this session, right? If you are currently considering a major change in your life, and then you sit, honestly ask yourself these questions, it will help you. 1, what am I trying to accomplish? What exactly am I trying to accomplish? If you are able to figure out that thing you are trying to accomplish, it will be beautiful. Define the goal. Why did I start it? Why did you start this thing? Is a very strong ground to know if you are living it, if you are changing the approach or not. What isn't working is another question. Is it my whole idea that is not really working, or something is not working here? Figure out, get to know. If it's the approach that is not working, change the approach. But then the idea, is this idea wrong? Is this idea not working? Ask yourself that question. Turn your experience into wisdom. What have I learned from everything that has happened? What have I learned? Should be what you ask yourself. What could I do differently? Now I need a change because this right now is not working. What can I do now that to create this change I'm looking for? Now, before I call it a day, I want to give you an exercise. Oh yes, after a teacher finishes the class, there must be an evaluation session. Yes, evaluation session is that time teacher asks you a question, asks you to do one thing or the other. What have you outgrown? What have you outgrown? You watching me, listening to me, what exactly have you outgrown? Write it down. Write it down. Whatever is written down actually has a longer impact than what you just imagine. Write it down. The next session is, what have I learned? So from everything you've been doing and the failures, everything, what have I learned? I told you my own case. I was planning to become a medical individual, and then I found out my 3 subjects were really, really something else. And this reoccurred. So what did I learn from there? That medical line might not be where I need to be. And then coupled with the fact that that delay came, I got to find myself that, wow, I can't stand blood, the sight of blood. So that really helped to tell me that no, I was not on the right path. But here I can sit and speak for hours, feeling nothing, right? I can stand before any congregation, feeling nothing. That is actually where I should be. Then the next one is, what am I becoming? Write it down. What am I becoming? For real world, we are becoming mentors, speakers, right? Transformers. That is what we are becoming. Oh yes, what am I becoming? And then after that, you will know who truly you are and what you should do from this point. So, friends, we want to call it a day here, but maybe you are watching me today and you are thinking, I've wasted so much time. I want to tell you, no, you haven't. You haven't. Don't look at your past only through the lens of regret. Look at it from the area of lessons you've learned, experiences you've acquired, and every other good thing that has happened. Oh, yes, maybe that career didn't work, relationship didn't work, maybe the first version of you was something else, but then you have learned something, you have gotten experiences, you have grown, you have discovered something you had never discovered. So straight away, what you should do is to create that change. You need, learn the skills, seek counsel. Don't be scared of speaking to someone trusted. Although in our generation today, it's hard to see someone you can trust, but then people are still there. I can tell you, people you will trust, people trustworthy are still there. So seek for one close to you and speak to them. And finally, don't confuse your method with abandoning your purpose. Changing your method is not a problem. Abandoning your purpose is the problem. Abandoning your purpose is the problem, not changing your method. They are two different things. So with this, friends, we want to say thank you for connecting this morning. Real World is so excited to have you here. So in the comment section, we have user welcome. It is where. It is where. It is where. I promised to answer, but then I don't know. I can't explain. I can't give you what you want, what you need to hear right now. So, welcoming everyone. Thank you so much. This is Real World with Susan, empowered by Purposia Global Institute, a platform where young ones are helped to discover purpose and then helped to become a transformed individual through development of character. Oh, yes. Check our website at purposiaglobalinstitute.wordpress.com. purposiaglobalinstitute.wordpress.com. We have write-ups there for you. They are wonderful. Oh, write-ups that can build you. Even without listening to us, read them, you will be transformed. We stream 3 times in a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So friends, we are glad to have you and hope to have you still. And so if you've not subscribed to the platform, why not? All right. So thank you. See you again by Wednesday. Bye-bye for now. We love you.